Well, good morning. It is almost 7 o'clock. I'll wait for a few of you lovely people to get on board, get online, wake up, and all that good stuff that goes along with it. All right? Today we're going to talk about age. Someone requested it. They say they're having a hard time aging, and they see some of their co-workers that are not ready to age as well. So I guess they're not in this boat alone. Let's put it that way. They're not in the boat alone. Good morning, Cherie. Good morning, Bread. I'm glad you guys could come on. Let me know. Remember, don't forget to hit those likes to let me know when it's exactly 7 o'clock because I may be a little early or a little late. Hey, Tiffany. Welcome to Be Inspired. Is it 7? It can't be 7 o'clock yet, is it? Oh, Lord, is it? Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see what this phone is, because y'all know the power went out. We had a huge storm. Good morning, Stacy. 6:59. Okay, let me turn this phone down so I don't have those. That's a shame. Too many phones at one time. If this is your first time coming on to Be Inspired, I would like to welcome you. If you see me looking in different directions, do know that I am recording on different devices to try to upload this. You can catch my YouTube channel, which is Shop Talk with Mel, the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff at Shop Talk with Mel. Visit the website, shoptalkwithmel.com. I truly appreciate it. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Rodney, Sabrina, all you lovely people. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one, and I believe it is. Let me see again. Hold on. Did we hit? Not yet. I'm waiting. Up. It is 7 o'clock on the dot. Well, good morning, and welcome to Be Inspired. Happy Friday, everyone. I am your girl, Mel, and I got some things for you. Let me see. I got the glare. Can't get the computer right. I got some things to do this morning as well. All right. Today, we're going to talk about aging gracefully. And I know a lot of you guys probably don't want to hear that. That was a request because some people feel like they're not ready to age and they're still living in the past and all that good stuff. I'm going to give you some tips, some of my tips. And like I told you guys before, if this is not your first time, I like to read a lot. So grab some tips from other places to find out to find out if I'm on the right path. You know, if my thoughts are, the same as somebody else's, which is really kind of cool. That let me know I'm on point. All right. All right. So listen, just start by embracing your age. Now, they don't want you to go look back and live in the past, but I'm one that, listen, my past was everything. I was having a good time. So for my kids, good morning, Derek. For my kids, I got to tell them about the past. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they won't know. They won't know the fun that we actually had. Good morning, Nico. I'm trying to get you all, say hello and speak to you guys and greet you this morning before I start. All right. So I'm just going to like I said, I'm not going to take much of your time, but let me hurry up and get started. All right. All right. Talking about, yes, Cherise, I'm talking about aging gracefully and glowing and things that you should be doing, as you're aging. You got to, they say the glow up. Well, some of us need to grow up. All right. But first of all, I want to say this. With aging, you don't want to just live in the past, meaning like you're tired and all that other good stuff. Find a new life purpose once you age. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to just hold on to the things that were. Because, hey, these young ones, they doing it. They're doing it. So you have to be current. Stay connected. Get out in the community. It's not a bad thing. Get out in the community. Stay connected. See how you can help. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the present. You definitely want to do that. Listen, it might be hard, but I gotta tell you, you have to be willing to accept feedback. I understand you grown. I get it. We all are grown. But sometimes we don't take feedback very well. And some of these young people have some things to offer. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. We've learned that. So we have to teach these young kids. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. All right, but we have to be willing to accept feedback. That's extremely important, especially with aging, because you don't want to get left behind. Who does? Who really does want to get left behind? When I say find your life purpose, just look around. What do you enjoy doing? Most of us aren't at retirement age yet, but if you are at retirement age, find out what it is that you enjoy doing. Volunteering, life changes, life cycles, like I told you guys before. Life cycles, they're real. They're really, really real. When you're young, you like let's say, for instance, like Christmas. You're like, oh yeah, your grandmother be like, oh, it's better to give than receive. You like lies. You want to receive. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get older in retirement age, you see that it's better to give. Even I'm not even at retirement age, but I do find myself more happier when I give to someone and I know that I made, a difference in their life. So that's what you want to do. Also, when you get older, you get to say no. You get to say no. And everybody accepts it. Now, it's not okay to be rude, but you already know them old people. We give them a pass. We give them a pass. So I want to give you the tips on what you should be doing at a certain age. All right. And I jotted some of these things down, and it's a whole lot. You should be going to work on time at a certain age. Okay. As you're aging, you should be going to work on time. You should be waking up early, and your excuse shouldn't be, oh, I was kicking it all night. Come on now. So you should be waking up on time. You should be wearing proper clothes to work. Now, even if you're going out, even though they make it in different sizes and age doesn't matter, and I get that. But you have, good morning, Denise. Good morning, Eva. You have to dress appropriately. All right? You do. And when I say appropriately, let's go appropriate for your body. Okay? Now, some people, they still got that body and they still want to do them, but, and style. I'm going to throw that in there. I'm no hater, because if you got it, flaunt it, but it's the way you do it. Your shoes, your hair, you know what I mean? Put it together the right way, all right? Yes, dress for success. Shout out to Felicia. Love you, girl. She has dressed for success, okay? In the Warren, Youngstown area. Listen, by this time, some people are shy, but you should be able to voice your opinion. Like I was saying, like I told you before, when you're older, you can say no and not feel bad about it. I'm going to tell you that one. Listen, when you are older, and I ain't talking like old, but when you are, would you say, Sharice, call Audrey if you're confused, okay? When you are older, the fast food stuff, you should be able to cook basic meals. And this is for my females and males. Just the basic meals, because you have to eat properly. You do. And also, this is the benefit too. You get to make small talk when you're older, and people won't ignore you too much. You know what I mean? They'll look at you. They might not be paying attention, but they'll look at you and they'll respect you. So I need you guys to respect other people as well, because this new generation was like, you have to give respect to gain respect. I was totally shocked. When you get older, spend a little bit of time, depending on the age, spend a little bit of time alone to get to know you and who you are. Not all the time, because I don't want you guys to slip into that depression and just be like, a hermit. We don't want none of that stuff. We want you to kind of get in the community and do your thing, but it is important to spend some time alone to get to know you. By this time, you should be sticking to a budget and have a savings account. Okay? That's important. I'm going to say that over and over again. If you listen to the Be Inspired, you'll hear me say that. You should be putting away and having a savings account. Now, let me say this. Not putting away for your children, just putting away so that you could go on a vacation and plan life. Because there are those out there, let's be real, some people put away because back in the day they used to, put stuff away so if you pass away. So I ain't talking about passing away, so don't get it twisted. Us aging gracefully don't mean we about to pass away and leave all our money for our kids to go turn up with, okay, and then be gone the next day. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about putting money aside to plan trips and to get out. Extremely, extremely important. Okay. Now the young kids got this down packed. This other one, negotiating. You should be negotiating, making things work for you. Now the younger generation, listen, little babies negotiating 2 and 3 years old. Okay. They own it already, trying to negotiate with the parent. But at this time, you should be negotiating, making deals to make life simpler for you. You know what I'm saying? And also by this time, I have to put it out there. You should be working smarter and not harder. All right? Smarter and not harder. That's the key in aging. So there really isn't any bad things in aging. You have wisdom. You've experienced life. You can share your stories. That's why I said the small talk. That is really important. You know, if you see somebody going down the wrong path, talk to them. Share your testimony. And I'm gonna put this out here for my church going people, okay? Yeah, my Bible bangers. And I say Bible bangers because these people are the Bible bangers. Now you know, not all yes, all of us have experienced life. We may not have gone down the same path, down the same road. But if you see somebody on their way down the path that you've already gone down, and then you have been delivered from it, but you don't want to share your past because it was looking like theirs currently, and you don't want to let anybody know that, listen, you don't have to say that it was you that went through there, but it is imperative that you share that story with somebody younger to prevent them from going down that path. You know, some people, and I know some that, listen, I'm about to put it out there. I won't be me if I don't say it. I mean, the biggest hoes out, and I knew it. Okay, hoes garden to whores out, and they have been delivered. But you see some young person and they going down that path, and then you want to toot your nose or talk about them. Come on, man. Especially in the church. All you have to do is, come here, sister. Let me talk to you for a minute. And you don't have to call her on what she is or what you see or what you hear, anything like that. Just talk to her and let her know it's a better way. It is a better way. You know what I mean? Even like the elderly people used to say all the time, because listen, women, we already know we got the power. Power of the panties, that is. Okay? So why would you give it up? This is a new generation too. See, back in the day, you had to date somebody, get to know them, and then you elevate it to maybe sex, if that's, what you do. But this generation is sex. Then do I like him? Maybe I'll call him tomorrow. Or maybe we can have a relationship. It's backwards. It's totally backwards. So I think that we have a responsibility as Christians to stop judging people. And if you have a testimony, share it. Share it. And then they'll have more understanding. But if you walking around like you goody two-shoes and all is well, come on now. They're not going to get it. And how can we bring anybody else into the body of Christ? How? Because a lot of people look and be like, I don't want to go. They're going to judge me. That's the problem. That is the problem. And you sitting in church every day, that's your seat. That's where you sit at the whole time. You got an attitude because some new person comes in to visit and they sit in your seat. I got a problem. I have a problem with that because guess what? If you sitting there every Sunday in that seat, then you all right. Give up your seat. Tell that person, hey, welcome them. Here you go. Because the church is for the sick. People are coming there for help. People are coming there for help. They're coming to get better. They figure, okay, well, I tried it my way. My way didn't work. I'm going to go in here. But the people inside the church is worse than the ones on the street. Because I'm going to tell you, I sat there and I went, and me growing up in the church, I went to an AA meeting because, I be doing my research so I could talk to y'all and tell y'all, get some knowledge. And the way to get knowledge is actually go, not go through it, but go and see where people are coming from. Okay. I was more welcome at an AA meeting than I was at one particular church. Now, church people, y'all need to do y'all thing. You got your peoples up at the front. The host is welcoming people. They looking people up and down, seeing what they have on. That's not okay. And I ain't here to chastise nobody, okay, because my kids is grown, and I got that one on Facebook. I be having to call her sometime, okay, and post on her stuff. But I just want to let you lovely people know, when you are aging, Don't get discouraged. Don't feel bad, because guess what? Age is maturity. And we can teach people. Wisdom and knowledge is the key. That's the goal. Leave a little bit of gold. Sprinkle some gold on some people. And guess what? You don't even have to know the person. That's why I said, when you get older, small talk is important. Right, Cherie? I see you, girl. Small talk. Do the doggone thing. Talk to people. Find out your life purpose. Dress appropriately. Get up on time. The only time that you should be late as an adult, I'm going to say it, is if it was a storm and your clock went out, something like that. But there is no reason why you should be waking up late for work, especially when you're in your 30s. Get a grip. Get a grip, people. All right, listen, I love you guys for listening and tuning in to be inspired every single Friday. You have no idea. And listening to me and my thoughts on things. Age gracefully, be happy, teach the youngsters, let them know. What's that saying? If you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. Some of them, that's what we're in now. That's the world we're in now. Because guess what we're doing? We're spoiling these kids because of what we didn't have when we were growing up. And if you listen to last week's show, we really went into depth, okay? Thank you guys for the Shop Talk question of the week. Keep them coming. I'll put them out there. I see some people upset talking to, because this week's Shop Talk question of the week was, why don't most men? And listen, people, I got to tell you, I post the questions just as they're given to me. It's just a Shop Talk question. Relax. If you're upset about it and you don't want to answer it, just keep scrolling. You have that option. You definitely have that option. Hey, tune in Shop Talk with Mel every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. blogtalkradio.com/Shop Talk with Mel. Be inspired every Friday right here. Facebook Live. I appreciate you guys. I love you, love you, love you for listening. You have no idea. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Okay? Always love you. Until next week, people. Be inspired right here every Friday, Facebook Live. It's okay to be you. #Shop Talk with Mel. I'm your girl. Peace.